Hello, ornamenteurs! As promised, I thought I'd come on and show you some of the pieces that you didn't get to see last night because we had so much to show. So, without further ado, let me jump in. I think I probably have, let's see, about 30 or 40 more ornaments to show you. I don't know who's counting, and I still won't be able to show them all to you because there's still stuff left. But anyway, here we go. Okay, first up, I love this little guy. You guys asked for some Santas. And so, we did a Santa-ish piece for you to see. This is called Santa Mouse. Check that one out. I love this little guy. Okay, this little guy, as you can see through him. He's got a frosted head and then a translucent red see-through bottom. He's flat on the bottom so he can sit or he can hang. And he's got that just adorable little Santa face. Check that face out. And if you turn him around, you see his basket. Actually, it's not a basket. It's a bag of toys with a candy cane. You got to get this guy. I don't know how many we have, but this guy's called Santa Mouse. Okay, up next, we have a vintage piece from the collection. You can tell that it goes back to the early days because it has that little made in Italy sticker that they do not do anymore, but they did that at a time and period. And this guy is called Yuletide Waddles. Yuletide Waddles. Okay, this piece is kind of a fun one because I'm going to go really close here. You can see that the beak is open. So my guess is that this was part of the stem. So they blew the body first, and then as they were coming off the stem, they curved it to make the head curve like that. So super, super creative piece in the way they made. I'm sure very complex to blow. And then, of course, then they blow the two little feet, and then they fuse those on. But Yuletide Waddles is just a little basic piece. I think, though, the reason this one speaks to me is because of the artistry of the blowing and the complexity of it. So simple in design, but actually very complicated to make. Okay. I've done a mix of dames and snowmen and animals, and I don't know if I have any angels in this one. Okay, but let's look at a dame. Okay, we looked at one that definitely looked like Elizabeth Taylor yesterday. This is Aria in lace, and I know that she comes in a variety of hair colors. So I think there's a couple hair colors. I think there's black, there's blonde, and then I think there's this brunette. But I'm just going to show you one of the hair colors because the part of the pattern is all the same, but what changes is the hair color. So there you've got Aria's face. Look at that hand painting. Incredible how they do so well with those eyes and lips. And then they put the shadowing even in the hair. I mean, you actually see streaks in the hair just like real hair, different colors. She's got a lace dress on and just her simple little feet. This is Aria. And then let's go modern. Oh, these girls are kind of get me when he does these. Okay, this one is Felicia in the faux green fur. But what gets me about these modern twists is the sunglasses. I mean, can you not see a set of besties walking down the street shopping downtown together with their shades and their jewels and just all decked out to the nines. I just kind of like this one. I think it's kind of fun. She's got this little faux vest on with her arms sticking out. And like I said, she's got her shades and just her pencil thin legs. Look, you can even tell that he has glittered the boots on, and then she's got her straight leggings on, and just a little bit of bling to make it extra. And of course, matching purse. Yep, these come in a variety of colors. And actually, there's several styles that have these like fashionable sunglasses on them. So they're kind of funny. I think when you first look at them, you're like, whoa. But then you kind of look at it again and it's that's kind of fun. Okay, what else do I have here? Let's go really old-fashioned retro. This one's called Willow's New Christmas Dress. Willow's New Christmas Dress is just, it's a cute little girl. I think this is a classic Christmas girl. She's got her little holly leaf dress on. It's got the fluted bottom. It's got a little extra string there that needs to be trimmed. Okay. She's got a little bow in the back and she's got the curly hair, but she's like the perfect size to be a little girl. I could see this being a really fun ornament to give that 4-year-old granddaughter that loves to dress up all the time. I think this would be a great little piece. Who knows? Maybe you even have a willow. Oh, this is so cute. Look at that. Willow's, is it first Christmas dress? Willow's new Christmas dress. Willow's new Christmas dress. I like her. Just a simple, sweet little piece. Okay, what do I have up next? Do you know I'm solo today? I'm having to do this all by myself. I don't have Jamie because she is out of town. So I have to be the hander and the shower and the talker and do it all. That's okay. I can. I love it. Okay, here we go. I love this piece. You'll want this piece. Okay, but I also love the feathers. So that's the reason why I'm probably digging this. And I just think she's elegant as can be. She's called Snow Queen. I have a couple of these pieces, but she is really, I'm going to put my hand that way first. Let me give her a couple spins. So this is Snow Queen, all decked out in pure white with just a little bit of hint of silver in her dress or in her fur that's lining her dress. But I just love, let me get close here. Look at how you've got the glittered bodice there, and she's got the glittered hair piece there. Yeah, let me show that to you now that we've talked about it. See that? You got a little glitter bodice, and then you've just got this faux fur and tinsel and feathers going around. I just think she's pretty. I think she's just very elegant. This is a very stiff shape here that's finished with a Chanel trim. So super soft. Kind of the same thing that they use on the Santas. This is Snow Queen. Okay. Oh, okay. We saw Liberty Jubilee yesterday. And Liberty Jubilee was that little patriotic can girl doing the splits. Well, because July 4th is coming up on us, wanted to make sure you saw the Santa also. This is Americana Santa, and he has got a whole lot going on. Okay, here's Americana Santa, little patriotic Santa. There he is, just standing there waving his flag. He's got his little patriotic hat on with stars and stripes going around it, waving his American flag. And then he's got his regular cape. But of course, he's got a bag with candy canes in it. What else is in there? Candy canes and presents. Candy canes and presents. But even check out his little vest. It's got the stars on there. I mean, he is perfect if you do a patriotic tree. I know that there are people that put up trees for July 4th and Memorial Day and all that. But there's also people that put up a complete patriotic tree at Christmas. And this would be a perfect piece. Check out that curly, curly beard on his face. In his nose, what's really fun about his nose, let me see if I can get it. His nose is one of those translucent kind of glow in the dark nose. It glows. You can see through it. So it's a clear piece of glass. Pretty cool. Americana Santa. Okay. Let's see. We'll go back to some fun dames. This one kind of looks like a queen. Some royalty. Oh, it's Mrs. Claus of the Winter Court. Mrs. Claus took a new look. Went elegant. This one's a vintage piece, guys. So she's got her high collar and her updo. Mrs. Claus is looking a little sophisticated here today. She's got this glass here. I'm kind of catching it. If you look right in through here, you can see that you can. It's an opaque, but you can kind of see through this glass. It's not silvered on the inside. This is an unsilvered piece, so you can kind of see through it. I bet you this will do some kind of fun things when the light shoots through it. But this is an older style, a vintage style that he had done in a while back, and it does sit flat. And yeah, everybody needs a Mrs. Claus on their tree, and it doesn't always have to be the traditional Mrs. Claus. So this is Mrs. Claus of the Winter Court. Let's see, who else do we have here? We have here Trailblazing with Holly Joe Jingle. Trailblazing with Holly Joe Jingle. Can you guess that she was going to be a little bit of a Western style? Check out this dame. Okay, she's in her Christmas attire. She's got her little cowboy hat on and a vest. And of course, she's got her Christmas skirt on. But I've got to have those boots, have some cowboy boots. Those are kind of some fun feet. Look at those, or how they're curved. Look how the feet are curved there. And then she's got her little cowboy hat. Let me hold her up like that so you can see her cowboy hat. She can take a spin. Take a spin, Holly Joe Jingle. Okay. Holly Joe Jingle. Our Christmas cowgirl. Christmas cowgirl. Okie dokie. Oh, let's do this one. Okay. Not sure if she got a little cold outside. Did they forget to paint the face? I'm not sure if she's just really cold, but that's okay. She's kind of a fun piece too. Her name is Eris Marie Winterell. She's got that fluted dress, and then they've accented it with the painting. But what I kind of thought was interesting, like I said here, is that she has a green face. Let me see if I can turn my lights up a little bit and see if I can. Here comes some lights. Hold on. Let's see if this works. Go that way. There we go. There we go. Now we can get the color. See how she's kind of green? So she's a little different with her winter muff and everything, but I kind of like her. Okay, she's got like her faux furs, painted in the design. But it is kind of cool how they have done her hair down the side with that hat. Okay, I'm going to take the lights back down because sometimes it reflects too much. Take my lights back down. I'm getting high tech here. There we go. Okay, so there you go, just in case. Give her one more spin. Take a spin, please. Da 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 da. There you go. And once again, her name was Eris Maria Winterell. Okay, this Santa has got a whole lot going on. A whole lot going on. But it's fabulous. Oh my gosh. I love this piece. Because there's just so much going on. And I think it's kind of fun. It's called It's Time to Go. Time to go. Down the chimney I go. This one, like I said, it's got a whole lot going on. But it's pretty spectacular. So you've got him coming out of the chimney. He's just got done delivering the presents to this house. It's time to go to the next one. Off he goes to the next one. I just kind of want to give him a spin. This piece, guys, this does not have to go on a Christmas tree. This one would be a fantastic piece to set like on an entryway table and then do like some snow and like some trees around it or something, because he'll sit flat. And I just think he's just something wonderful. Let me show you what's in his bag. So he's got some presents. He's got a bottle brush tree with stars on it, ice skates for the next person. And he's just crawling out of that chimney. I think he is fabulous. It's called It's Time to Go. Too cute. Too cute. Okay. Let me slip that to the side. Let me take these. Okay. Up next, I'll do a couple dames. Couple dames here. This is another dame that I think there's a variety of like her jacket changes or her hair color changes. So it's kind of like when you find her, you're going to have to look and say, well, which one do I like better? Which one do I like better? So you'll have some choices on this one. You'll have choices from the point that you'll have one of each to choose from, because I don't think there's any depth in it. Anyway, this is called Lady with the Black Velvet Skirt. Now, what I do recall when we got this is that they all have this same black velvet skirt with the tulle and everything. But what changed up in between them is sometimes the fur jacket that was wrapped around them or their hair color or things like that. But they all have that necklace. She's got the painted fur. And I just think that this little dress on her is kind of chicy because it's just right there below the knee, just right. Very prim, very proper, very chic, very modern. But not a super modern name or elegant on that part, because it's just Lady with the Black Velvet Skirt. That's okay. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't on the names. But now this one, we've got a pretty cool name on this one. I like the name on this one. This one is called Aaliyah Dubois. Can you tell what kind of personality she's going to have? Aaliyah Dubois. Let me take my hand out of the way there. Okay. She's got a really cool... I'm going to open her jacket and come close. Sorry that focused like that. Okay. Hopefully you can see it. On her skirt, there's actually little pearls. So there's a whole lot of texture going on in this skirt. And then she's got her red satin jacket with her patent leather purse with just a simple little stone. And her fur cuffs and collar on there. I just think she's a pretty sophisticated, of course, simple little black heels on the bottom. Yeah. Aaliyah's rocking it. She's rocking the stage. Okay. And yes, that is a curve of hair going around her face. There we go. So Aaliyah Dubois. So not all the DeCarlini that he does are fashion dames. A lot of them are. So I'll show you one more. He goes in between doing a fashion dame, then he does like evening couture dames, and then he does these historical period ones. But let me show you just one of the fashion evening coutures. I think this is like somebody that's going to a charity ball or a gala, this kind of things, that kind of stuff. This is Lauren in the long gown. And Lauren actually comes in a variety of colors. Actually, there is a color. She comes in like a salmon pinky peach. Really, really pretty. Very different, very unusual. But I also think that there's a lot of people that just dig purple. So that's the reason I grabbed this one. So she's got her little glitter purse with the chain handle, just perfect. And then satin, elegant, slim, not overstated. This dress, skirt part, and then her faux shawl across the top, faux fur. And check out this detail. She's even got diamond earrings. So stylish. Oh, and don't miss that bracelet. Check out the bracelet. I mean, you just keep turning these little girls and you find all these little details on them. This is a great shade of purple. And like I said, this one comes in a variety of colors. They're all pretty cool. And so to go off of where I said that he does some other ones that are just kind of historically represented or that, this is Whispers of the Winter Moon, which is his Indian one. I think she's kind of cool. This would be a great piece to maybe grab for Thanksgiving or fall. Add that to your fall display. Enjoy your ornaments year round, guys. I mean, they are not literally just for Christmas. There are so many times when I look at these, you can see different ways to use them. But this one is just a little Indian, simple. Little felt bottom around her ankles. And then this whole outfit is handmade out of felt and adorned. And then she's got her little hair all pulled down in her braids. Kind of cute. Okay, once again, her name is Whispers of the Winter Moon. And I'll give you a close-up of her face and up her body. And look at the little feather right there, just to add a little pop of color of that green and yellow. Yep. There you go. And let me grab another box. Okay. Some of you guys asked for snowmen. And I went digging for these guys. Only because the reason I dug for them is because they kind of look like they go together. You'll see. Okay, you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see. Let me just get the names first. Okay, this is Jingle Ball Bell. Bill. Ugh. Jingle Ball Bill. So he's just a roly-poly round snowman, and they've done patches of glitter so that it looks like, he's been just put together. He's got little gold leaves. He's got a felt scarf, and his hat is covered in snow with the little palm. But here's why I like this piece, because this is Goldilocks, but I think they look like they could go together. Look at Goldilocks. I think they are just the sweetest little set. That's Goldilocks. Let me spin Goldilocks a little bit. She's getting a wind blown up. See, you can put it down, you can put it up, like the wind's blowing her or down. Okay, so Goldilocks is kind of the same style of being a roly-poly snowman with the felt hat and scarf, but she's got little hair. She got a little rosette there so that you make her a girl. And I just think that when you look at these two, I think they look like a couple. Let me put them together next to each other. Do they not look like they could be a couple? Just the happiest set of snowmen, Mr. and Mrs. dating, whatever you want. But I just think they are a cute little couple. So, and there is a couple of these shapes. So if you like this little shape, I think there's some with some traditional red and green if you don't want the blue and red. But these were the only ones that looked like they could be couples. The other ones just look like the family. Okay. I think this one was a neat piece. We haven't done many animals yet. I have some animals here. Okay, this one's called Peace Dove. And I believe there is only one of this one, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, this one has the little olive branch in its mouth. And it's just a simple little bird with a feather tail and a nice frosted white. Let me go closer with it. Frosted white with that. And this is the way it's attached. So this is actually attached by a glue. It doesn't have the glass ring. They didn't do a glass ring. I don't think they wanted to disrupt the elegance of the flow of the bird. But this is called Peace Dove, and it's the only one we have. And this one will be dropping on Saturday at 7 p.m. This coming Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you've set your sparkle alarms. Okay, peacocks. No, not peacocks. Flamingos. Flamingos. Oh, okay, this is pearly pink flamingo. I have a couple of flamingos, but most of them are a matte pink. This one was actually a different finish. It had a really pearlized finish. So I think this is a one and only. This one's called Pearly Pink Flamingo. But as you can see the pearl finish on this piece. Yeah. And then it's got the little felt feet and the pink feathers. But I know there's a lot of people that collect flamingos. And so, once again, this is one that really doesn't just only fit at Christmas time. I could see somebody keeping this out year round. Like I said, there is a couple flamingos. Some are matte. And it's more of a pink, where this is an opalescent, shiny, pearlized finish. So if you're looking at the flamingos, make sure that if you have the specific, you're wanting the pearly pink one, make sure you're going for that one. Don't just go by the picture. Read the name to make sure that you're grabbing the right one, because they have the same shape and size and design and everything. Okay, this one was kind of different. I love how they took the pipe cleaner tail. This is Augustus Roar. And he will stand. He's kind of a cool, all glass. The only thing about him, besides the glass, is his little pipe cleaner tail. And what's kind of funny, if you look underneath, I can't show it that way. Let's see. If you look underneath, because it's attached, but that's actually where all the blowing started from, because that's where the stem. So they literally blew this shape right here. So they blow this shape. Then they blow the legs and they fuse the legs in. And then this would have a long stem and they would have cut the stem off and put the tail over it. And see, this is where I'm talking about where they put the glass hook sometimes on the pieces. I think this guy is the only one. He does have a small spot right there. But, you know, when you're getting a vault piece, sometimes it is what it is. I don't think it detracts from it, but this is Augustus Roar. And then keeping in the vintage theme, but not animals. This one is a vintage Santa. This one is called Oblong Santa Face. And you can just tell that this is a very, very retro style. He's got his rosy cheeks, very simple fluted top, going around his beard, around the back. Nothing fancy there. It's all in the front, in the face. You've got lots of shadowing to give him those rosy cheeks, the rosy nose, a little curl above there that makes his eyes just kind of pop and make you smile. I mean, like when you look at those eyes, don't you go, ee? You smile. I smile. But this is the oblong Santa face. And he is a vintage retro piece of theirs. Okay, can you believe it's already been 30 minutes that we've been together talking and looking at these? I'm going to do one more box with you, and then I'm going to jump off of here, but let's not wait. Okay, let's see. Last box. We haven't done any babies. Okay, so we'll do this one. So this one's called Baby's First Christmas Pink Pillow Puff. I think these are kind of crazy shapes, and he has done these in pink and blue, and I do think that some of them have different hair colors. I don't recall for sure, but we only have a handful of these. Look at that pink, and look at how that iridescent glitter is just kind of making some extra sparkle. This would just be cute for a baby's first Christmas. It's like a vellum that they have written on Baby's First Christmas. I know, it's backwards. You get the idea. And then, of course, you've got the iridescent wings on the back. And just that fun little shape. It kind of looks like a pillow puff. A cute little face. Baby's First Christmas. And then I have this really old-fashioned frosted-looking dolphin called Del Frost Twinkle Fin. Del Frost Twinkle Fin. Look at that blue. Oh my goodness. So part of that blue is capturing just because it's pulling from my shirt. So just so you know, I need to go this way. Look at that. So there it is. Now go there, and then I look at it there. Go there, and go there. So what does that tell you? Guess what? When this piece gets in front of a light, it's going to project some really fun colors. But all of his accents are in this royal sea blue, and then he's got this frosted white with a tinge of blue in it, but I think whatever shoots through that, it's going to add color to that when it's on the tree. And his little hanger is just glued on there. He doesn't have the glass hanger. And like I said, don't be misled thinking that's a blue because it's reflecting off of my top. Isn't that crazy? Okay, goes to show you how light plays on it. Okay, here's another fun little snowman. This guy is Blizzy Gillespie. Of course, then wouldn't you suspect that he has a trumpet? Playing his little instrument. He's got snow all over the bottom of him, so he's got some extra sparkle. But check that profile out with that carrot nose and the felt Santa hat with the chenille trim. It just, when you look at DeCarlini ornaments, it's like you start looking and you see layer 1 and layer 2 and layer 3 and layer 4 and layer 5. It's just, you start looking and you start with the glass and then you go, oh my gosh, look at that cute little ornament, instrument that's on there, that cute present or that cute. Then you start to look at the ribbons and the hats and the details in the palm and the fur around it. I mean, there's just always so much to look at. But this is Blizzy Gillespie. Oh, and see, little fur. His little scarf is blowing up. And he's actually got it stiff, I guess, so that it stays up. Blizzy Gillespie. Okay, this one definitely went quick and the last time, and now we have a Pegasus in pink. This is Flutter Fluff the Flying Filly. Flutter Fluff the Flying Filly. So now we've got it in a pink and not just a white. So you've got a clear wing that has pink feathers, wing texture actually embossed on it. And then you've got the fluffy tail and the little pink legs. Let me turn the face. There's the face. But it hangs like this. Let me turn it this way so you get the face. Those crazy feathers. Really cute. I like that piece. Okay. I got 3 more pieces I'm going to show you. 3 pieces. So let's go for, since everybody loves their birds, we always have to show the ruby red bird, which you can guess is a cardinal. Here's the ruby red bird. It's just a cute little cardinal. Not sure how many of you know that there's the saying, when a cardinal appears, it's someone from heaven coming to visit you. So this might be, you can either use it because you really like birds or you like cardinals, or if someone has possibly, had someone that has passed away and you want to give them some memento that quietly memorializes them on their tree and just kind of gives them a space on your tree, maybe this would be a great piece to consider. Because it's always about when cardinals are near, I'm near you. Okay. And then we're going to go from birds to zebras. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, birds to zebras. This guy is called Miss ZZ Zebra. She's up there with Gigi High Society Giraffe. I love this piece. Very, very retro style. Very vintage. Has the red tag that tells you it goes back. This is a really old vault piece. And it's just a zebra. But this one is kind of translucent. And then you've got, this is a faux fur that's white that they have taken and they've put a little bit of black on the top to get the shading in it. That's really clever how they've done that. And then it's got the pipe cleaner tail. And if I go really close, you can see once again, just like on the lion, That's where the stem actually was. So this piece was blown. The body was blown with the ears, the head, and everything, and that part is the stem. Then the legs are blown and fused in. But it's a frosted off-white vintage piece. I think this is well done. Look at the face. Let me show the face. Go that way. And once again, this is Miss ZZ Zebra. And then we'll finish this up with a very popular Santa shape that he does. And he does it in a variety of sizes and small, medium, large. He kind of has them all. In fact, you've probably even seen this guy on top of a finial. This is large, sitting, chubby claws. And this is his AA version. And I think we have some also in the white version. But you probably have seen this little guy like on the top of a tree topper or something like that. Because he does do this roly-poly Santa. He's got that red glass nose, those cute little eyes. You've got his fur, chenille fur around here for his trim on his cuffs and on his jacket, pom-pom here. And then you've got, I don't know what that material is. That's probably like a cotton for his beard. But yeah, classic Santa. Now these guys, I will tell you that sometimes, depending on how round and roly-poly their butt is, sometimes they'll sit, sometimes they won't. So it's kind of a catch-22. So it's all based on how it's balanced and if he'll roll forward off of his butt or if he's kind of rolling backwards because he's heavier. So it kind of varies. So I'm not willing to say it's always going to sit. If you get one that will sit, you got lucky. Or if for some reason you get one that is not sitting well, here's my suggestion. Here's how you always fix those problems. So say you take like a little cake plate or a little flat decorative plate, put snow in it. Just like either the cotton batting snow or even, you know, the sprinkle snow. And then you kind of dig a hole in it and you nestle him in there. And then that will support him so that he doesn't go either way. But you just kind of have to be very creative if you got a roly-poly that rolls but doesn't stay forward. So, okay, guys, I hope you've had a great time. At least you got to see another 30, 35. There's still more. I can't promise I'll get another one in before tomorrow's drop. But if I can, keep watching that page, our page, and I'll get it up there if I can get another one in there. Also, don't forget, if you don't follow our page, I can't talk to you when you like make comments and things like that. So please, it won't allow me to. I can't tag you so that you know I answered you. So please follow our page. It makes it so much easier so that I can be there and respond to you. Guys, I appreciate you. Can't wait for this drop. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of things that you probably didn't even see on this, but I hope you get everything that you want on your wish list. And as I always say, glitter hugs, sparkling smiles. Love you guys. Bye-bye.